Hello guys, we are from the team Happy Learnaholic and today we are going to see the question pair divisible by 5. The program must accept two integers m and n as input. The program must form two lists of integers from 1 to m and 1 to n respectively. Then the program must print the count of pairs of integers c among the two lists based on the following condition. First condition is the number of integers, the sum of integers in each pair must be divisible by 5. And the second condition is integer in the given list cannot be used more than one time to form a pair. Okay. So these are the conditions. And moving on to the boundary conditions, it's between 3 to 1000. That's it. Input format, input will have a yum and then it will have a yan separated by a space, and output should contain the count of pairs we have got, that is c. Now here you have the input as 5 and 7. Let me show it up here in the explanation part. So you have given the input as 5, as 7 and 5. So what you do, first you form an array from 1 to 7, and then you form another array from 1 to 5 for the second n. After forming all these, what you do is, from now here you take this one and look for any partner here, over here, which will give you 5, which will give you a value which is divisible by 5. So when you combine this 4 and 1, what do you get? 5. 5 mod 5 is equal to 0, so first pair is ready. So next what you do is, you shouldn't take this place, right? As an integer in the given list cannot be used more than once. So what you do, you cannot take this place. So you have to replace this by -1. Again then you come to 2 and search for a partner, for a pair which will produce a value which is divisible by 5. So you come, check with 1, it's not possible, check with 2, it's not possible, check with 3. Yeah, you get it, 5. You get it right. Here it will come 5. So 3 will go away and you get -1 here again. Now you will check with 3. For 3 again, 3 and 1 will not give you 5 or something divisible by 5. 3 and 2, yes, 3 and 2 will give you. So you come here, take this value and replace it by 1. So here you get 1, here you get 2 second combination, here you get your third combination. Moving on, 4. 4 and 1 will give you 5, right? So you take the 1 and replace the 1 with -1. So this is also done, and here you will get your fourth combination. Then you will come from 5. You cannot take minus values here, so 1, 2, 3 and 4 are gone. You come directly to 5. 5 plus 5 will give you 10, right? Which is divisible by 5. So this is also gone and this will be replaced with -1, and here the count will be incremented to 5. So totally there can be 5 pairs, and these are those pairs. But we are not supposed to give the pair count in the output, you have to just give it as 5. So this is what the explanation and question part. Moving on to the program, it's a simple program and I've crafted the program in Java language. So yeah, initially you're declaring the class, and in the main function you have the scanner and I, j, m and n, which are all the dummy variables. In m and n you get the variables, that is 7 and 5. With the help of scanner you're getting it, and then you're having two array. You're just initializing two array. First array is m array. M array will be from 1 to m. Second array is n array. N array will be from 1 to n. So these are the two arrays what is said here. And now you have another set of variables, that is k and l. So k will start from 0 no, k is starting from 1, and you're just incrementing the value of k here. So m array of I will give you k. M array of I will give you k. Initially k is 1, so first 1 will be put here, then it is 2, and then it is 3. It goes on and on. So every time in the increment you have to increment the k value also, and with the increment of I you have to increment the L value also, so that you get to arrays. After getting to arrays, what you do is you have to set the count to 0, and you have the for loop. Whatever operation I have done here is what is given in a programmatic format. So from I to M you're checking, that is from 1 to 7 you're checking, that is the first for loop, and second for loop from 0 to n you're checking, that is from here 1 to 5 you're checking. Okay, and then if the sum mod 5 is equal to 0 and the array is not equal to -1, because the used array you just replace it with -1, then what you do n of j equal to -1, and then you increment the count and break the loop. In the end you have to print the count. In the end you have to print the count. So with that our program is over.